to have our State of Department conversation. How many of you have participated in, completed a countywide vision survey? It came out a couple of months ago. Great, excellent, excellent. If you look at the countywide vision, it is 5 paragraphs. You'll see probably multiple phrases that stick out to you as that resemble our values: a diversity of people, skilled workforce, open and ethical manner. Those are things that mirror our values here. But I want to focus for today's exercise on the 3rd paragraph, which reads, "We envision a sustainable system of high-quality education, community health, public safety, housing, retail, recreation, arts and culture, and infrastructure." I want to engage you in a conversation about how the programs and services that DBH provides contribute to a sustainable system. So, how does DBH contribute to a sustainable system in regard to high-quality education? The Department of Behavioral Health has had an internship program for a long time, but with the benefit of the Mental Health Services Act, we've been actually able to expand that. We have 3 disciplines: social work, MFT, and psychology interns, and we've been able to double or triple that program. We've also been able to add an employee internship program, and I see that there's some people in this room who've actually participated in that employee internship program. These are people who are already DBH employees, working full-time, but in order they need to get have a placement to expand to enrich their education experience, they need to have a placement in working in another program. Now the next one is community health. Now, of course, that's a part of what we do. You can't have health without behavioral health, so community health is a given for us. But what about public safety? How does behavioral health contribute to a sustainable system in regard to public safety? The services that we provide to address some of the behavioral health issues, especially in the substance use disorder arena, that if we're able to provide them services and those services are effective, then it may prevent some of the behaviors that would otherwise contribute to the individuals committing the crime. So we provide services before there's justice involvement, we provide services during justice involvement, and we provide services after. And hopefully enriching and supporting their behavioral health needs so that wherever they are in that pathway, we're available to support them. So public safety, definitely, we have a role in a sustainable system. What about housing? How does DBH programs and service contribute to a sustainable system in regard to housing? The Department of Behavioral Health, supportive housing is not one of our core primary services, but it is a critical support service that we provide. Each of us, if we didn't have a safe and secure place to lay our heads in the evening, it would be difficult for us to get up and go to work the next day and function and provide our needs. The same is for our clients. So supportive services, meeting that basic need, is key to assisting them on their journey of recovery. And the Department of Behavioral Health actually has a continuum. Someone mentioned shelter beds here. We help with room and board, boarding care, all the way up to permanent housing, depending on where the individual is in their recovery and ability to maintain self-sufficiency. What about retail? How does DBH and its programs and services contribute to a sustainable system in regard to retail? I mentioned that we have 1,000 employees, but we contract out about 50% of our services. So when you consider that, we help support about additional 1,200 to 1,500. So the workforce is about 2,500 individuals. And our annual budget is about $300 million annually. When you add our MHSA funding, our Medi-Cal reimbursement, our federal financial participation, our FFP, when you add in our realignment, which is sales tax and vehicle license fees, and when you add in our alcohol and drug services programs, when you add in our EB 109, we're about $300 million now. So with that type of funding cycling through the community, either through services or salary and wages, we definitely have a contribution to retail. How does DBH contribute to recreation?
Yeah, I would think as people are engaging in better mental health services and practices, they find alternatives to behaviors that have been pathological in the past. And in fact, they're finding other things to do, better things to do, and in fact aren't as detracted either by substance abuse, mental illness, or things of that nature.
We have our own talent show and miniature golf or bowling, depending on the year.
Absolutely. How does DBH and its services and programs contribute to arts and culture?
We're expanding our arts and culture by allowing this population to expand it and enjoy it more.
Absolutely. Infrastructure, we talked about that, from the multiple staff and services and programs we provide, the have the funding that we both cycle through the community. Department of Behavioral Health definitely contributes to the infrastructure of a sustainable system. For the last three, quality of life, wellness, and image, those are part of our fabric. In fact, if you look on this other side of your badge, you'll see quality of life, you'll see wellness. You may not see image, but you'll see professionalism, you'll see respect, you'll see honest communication. And those things are part of image. So, of course, image was placed here as a priority for the county to address the needs of the county's image, especially as a result of some of things that have been in the press that have damaged the county's image as related to some of our leaders. But image for us is critical. We have to be aware of image so that we attract and retain a quality workforce, and also that we are open and accessible to individuals who want to seek assistance here. So image, again, has always been a part of the fabric of what we do. What are some of the strategic direction and some of the initiatives that we'll be working on in the near future? And so we were able to identify 4 core areas, what I'm just going to share with you as an introduction, and you're going to hear much more about in upcoming months. And the first is, and those 4 areas are workforce development, system of care enhancement, improved system-wide communication, and a development of a hierarchy of improved practices. And basically that means making sure that you have access to the latest information to assist you in performing well at your various job functions. So let's talk about workforce development. So we recently had Loma Linda do a survey of staff and asked them what are they looking for in executive team. And so your colleagues responded that they're looking for, from your executive team, integrity in all areas, that there's an importance on transparency in public spending and fiscal operations, that we take responsibility for staff actions, meaning that we trust and we serve and support and we make it okay to take risks, and that we value creativity, that we support the success of others, that we promote and protect self-care, both for ourselves and for others, and that we're responsive to feedback, and that we understand and that we preserve professional boundaries. Another area is regarding our attitudes and behaviors, what you want to see from me and the executive team. What you want from our knowledge and perspectives, you want us to have a deep knowledge of all processes, have philosophy of public trust, to develop a strategic vision and planning for you, we have political awareness, strengthening competencies at all levels. So it's good to see that the strategic plan, that we were already moving in alignment with some of the things that staff wanted identified as needs for us, because this just came out, we got these results in July. So also you want us to develop advanced skills. You want us to be effective in writing and decision making and motivating others and have success-oriented leadership. This is very important to me. It's on my desk, because I think that this is reasonable. I think it's appropriate, and it's something that I work every day to try to demonstrate to you as your director in our department. So more to come in regard to workforce development. So system of care enhancement is another area of focus, and there's a lot of system enhancement going on. How many of you have heard of Project Ripley? Good, great. So believe it or not, we are actually going to get a billing system replacement for Simon. And we are going to move toward an electronic health record. Yay! Yay! Another area of the four we're going to talk about is improved system-wide communication. So we hope that this opportunity is a step in that right direction. It was difficult to replicate, to always have an opportunity to come out and have this face-to-face time. But we're going to be looking at other ways to improve, maybe using technology or recordings like we're doing today. We know you get many emails. Some you probably read, some of you delete. I understand, but with an organization of this size, it's very difficult and will always be a challenge for us. But we're going to continue to seek to use technology and other more effective means to make sure, or to try to improve your ability to have timely access to accurate information. So there's more to come related to improving our system-wide communication. The fourth area is hierarchy of improved practices, which is a new acronym, HIP. Mike Chertel came up with that one. So for those of you who know Mike, probably like, that sounds like him, right?
Yes.
Hierarchy of improved practices. But basically, we talked a little bit about, we're going to do this system enhancement, and we're going to be serving new population with new challenges, some that we've already been serving, actually, as far as the criminogenic behaviors, but it's definitely a focus for us to improve our knowledge base to address perhaps recurring or new pathologies that we're receiving in the clients that we're serving. So we want to make sure that you have access to promising practices, evidence-based practices, that you're able to go to training. Maybe there's more effective ways in which we can provide the training. Just in closing, I just want to take advantage of this opportunity to tell you that you are greatly appreciated for all the hard work that you do. I understand that it has been and continues to be challenging. You have the value that you do, no matter if you're a driver, clinician, psychiatrist, director of the department. Through our conversation today, you see how each and every, you as an individual, we as a department, contribute to a sustainable system, contribute to prosperity and well-being. And if you had not heard in a while, thank you.